Hello again, how are you? I feel like I'm coming to you from some sort of gothic queen lair this evening. I've got my best hairbands on, my vamp lipstick on, and my Pat McGrath eyeshadow. I feel like a badass, I do. Straight away people are all clicking off like, you are a dick. Sorry. If you're new around here, hello, nice to meet you. I'm not usually this fucking like up my own arse, but today I am feeling myself, feeling like I'm a total, my 15-year-old self would be like, you absolute fucking legend right now. Gothic, like Halloween lair queen. That's how I feel right now. If you are returning, however, and you know that I am just a Scottish woman that rambles a load of shite, then hi, thank you very fucking much for coming back. This video is going to be what's new in October. Now, as I film this, it is the 12th of October. I know, a little bit fucking late in the day, but I've been busy, and I'm on night shift for a fucking month now, so goes well with my vampire look, doesn't it? So I've not had a lot of chance to film anything. This isn't a haul, it's a little bit of a cumulative haul, but I decided that at the end of September I'd bought quite a lot of shit and ordered quite a lot of shit, and I thought I'm going on a no-buy. I'm not buying anything through October, and if I can take it into November, I will fucking do that too, but there are things that just catch your eye and you can't help yourself. Anyway, this video is going to be a kind of cumulative haul of things that I've picked up throughout kind of September, maybe even late August that I've not spoke to you about. But also, I have been on a fucking winning streak. I'm sure I've mentioned this already, but I have won quite a few prizes on the giveaways on Instagram. You know that people do giveaways, I've done a few. So I've actually won 2 recently, so I'm going to show you some of the stuff I got from that. So I did not buy that, it was a prize from giveaway. I did pick up a couple of bits from Beauty Bay that I want to talk about as well, and just another couple of little skincare things that I'm going to throw in there as well. If that sounds like your cup of tea or cup of coffee, in my case, then grab a cup, stick with me, and let's get into it. Right, first of all, let's talk about what's going on my fucking face today. This is the Pat McGrath Mothership, yeah, sorry, I have to check. Mothership Mega Celestial Divinity Palette. This is a release for Christmas. I spoke about this in my drunk bingo type thing. I do those videos, I'll put them up here. And I'd said that I'd really like the look of this. Then found out it was on offer for £60 and I was like, holy shit, give me that. So I have done a whole video on this look that I'm wearing today, my first impressions of it, and this palette, as well as a couple of other goodies that I picked up. This is a lipstick from Pat McGrath, and I also picked up, they do these little like really cute trios of lipsticks and lip balms, so they're like little mini versions of their lipsticks. So I got the lip balm trio again because it was on offer, and I thought, you know what, that's a good way to try other products from them without having to spend 40 quid on a lip balm. I don't think any are actually 40 quid, but you know, it's a lot of money. So I thought I'll give all these a go. You can go and watch that video over here though. I'm not going to get too much into it in this one because I do speak about it a lot in the first impressions. You can go check that out. I will just come in a little closer though so you can see the shadows on my eyes. I do have to say, I'm kind of impressed, Pat, and kind of annoyed because now I'm going to be spending loads of money on Pat McGrath. Next up is the things that I picked up from Beauty Bay. Now again, this I think was something that I may have spoke about in a drunk bingo. This is the Drop Dead Gorgeous but a little bit psycho palette from BH Cosmetics. Now I ordered, what did I order from BH Cosmetics? Was it just brushes? I can't remember. I ordered something and I was kind of like, is this going to be good quality? Is it going to be shit? But again, this kind of spoke to the goth living inside of me. So I was like, I really want to fucking try that. And I thought, I don't want to get the massive palette. So there was a much bigger palette than this. I'll put something up here so you can see it. I thought I'll get the little 8 pan because let's be honest, I'm not going to be wearing red or yellow eyeshadow. Well, yellow eyeshadow I wear quite a lot, but I'm not going to be wearing red eyeshadow that often. Now, I think we're all going to have a pretty shitty Halloween, let's face it. Nobody's going to be out dressed up, nobody can go to anybody's doors, nobody can go to anybody's houses. I don't know how it is wherever you are living in the world, but certainly in Scotland at the moment, we are back in a lockdown. I've kind of, it's called, oh, what's it called? A circuit breaker, that's what they're calling it at the moment. 2 weeks where the pubs are shut, restaurants are shut. They are allowing coffee shops to stay open at the moment, but not any cafes that sell alcohol. not allowed. So it is pretty stringent at the moment, and the numbers are ever on the rise. The hospitals are getting busier. Anybody, if you're new around here, I am a nurse, and I'm telling you right now, if you don't fucking believe me, this second wave is here. The second wave is here, and to be honest with you, we are not getting the support that we got in the first one. We spoke about how we were going to protect the NHS in the first round of this, and the protection of the NHS becoming overwhelmed. The overwhelming is now happening. I'm sorry to let you know, sorry to be a grump. I am a bit of a grump. But what does this have to do with this palette? Lockdown is not good, and there's going to be nobody having a good Halloween, let's face it. So if you're deciding to have a little Halloween party with you and your significant other in the house, and you just feel like you want to do something a little bit Halloweeny, or you've got some kids and you want to throw them a little Halloween party just in your own home, be sensible, then I picked this up and I thought, this is very Halloweeny, this is very good. Now I have had a little swatch of this, you might see fingerprints in it, and I have to say, pleasantly surprised. I am going to do a video showing you a look with this as well. I kind of played about with it one day and thought, fuck, these are actually really, really good shadows. I couldn't believe, considering BH Cosmetics that used to do the like massive 140 odd colour rainbow palettes and things like that, and they were cheap as chips. This is really, really good quality. I'm kind of amazed with it. But I will do a video on it, and you can see what I come out with in that video, and you can see my views and opinions then. But yeah, I just couldn't resist picking it up. I'm sorry, I know, but sometimes you just see things and you're like, yeah, I need it. That is absolutely the last palette I'm buying for a long fucking time though, because I really do not need any more palettes now. Also from Beauty Bay, I picked up this from Revolution. This was just a kind of nosy thing that I picked this up for. This is the Pout Bomb Maxi Plump Lip Gloss. Plumping Lip Gloss. Blah, blah, blah. Ah. A mouthful. It's an absolute fucking mouthful. It's huge. It's absolutely huge. Like, it's a massive, massive lip gloss. The doe foot on it is absolutely huge as well. Oh, is that my hair stuck in it? Sorry. The doe foot applicator on it is massive. It's absolutely huge. Like, in comparison, I'm not going to put it on because I've got dark lipstick on, obviously, but it's huge. Now, I don't have overly thin lips, but I don't have full lips. And this, it's like you put it on and all of a sudden it's like on the outline here. But what I'm saying to you is, this isn't going to be like a review of all these products. I'm not telling you what I like and what I don't like. Obviously, I usually keep that to my end of the month kind of roundups. I'm still going to be doing that. I'm just letting you know that if you see this in the end of the month roundup, then be expecting it, because it's probably what I've been using throughout this month. Now that's all the cosmetics, I think. The rest is all skincare. Now I'm hoping to be able to do a kind of what's new video at the start of each month, but not that I'm going to be out like shopping every single month, because I don't have the fucking money to be doing that, let's face it. But kind of just little bits and bobs that I may have picked up and not mentioned, you don't see and they've not got their own video type thing, then I'll put up a little like what's new at the start of the month, and then at the end of the month roundup I'll mention it again, possibly. So there's a lot of skincare here that I will just no way in hell be able to get through by the end of October. I only have one face. I think that you should be able to use a product kind of 4 to 6 weeks before you really pass a judgment on it. So these I actually picked up in August and have yet to try and yet to use. I also have some stuff from Pixie here, and I also have some other stuff from the giveaway that I won on Instagram, so I'm going to show you that as well. But I am by no means saying that I'm going to try all this stuff this month and give you a kind of roundup of it by the end of the month, because that is just not fucking possible. What I might do is try one brand, so to speak, like these three throughout the month of October, try the Pixie stuff throughout the month of November, and I'll get back to you each month on what I'm thinking about it. Now I'm still using up the Lumen moisturiser at the moment. So I'm going to finish that before I open this, because it would just be silly and wasteful not to, unless I use that at night and this during the day. Either way, I don't want to have hundreds of tubs of stuff open and then potentially going off. So I think what I'm going to do is I will start with a brand or start with something that I've got, and then I will tell you at the end of each month. I just want to round up kind of new things that you might see on this channel over the coming next few months. So this is from Beauty Bay, and I did pick this up at the end of August. I haven't opened any of it yet because, as I say, I've been working my way through other stuff. And this is part of their, they have these really cute, I'm not gonna lie, it is really cute, little like pharmacy bags. So again, I'm a nurse, I work in a hospital, and when people get sent home with a prescription, they come in a little pharmacy bag. Obviously there's a letter inside, it's telling them how to take the medication, and I wonder if I've still got a photo. If I do, I'll put it up here. If I don't, then I'll just put one from Beauty Bay up. So basically it's like a little pharmacy bag, and it's like, here's how you use your prescription. And I picked up the hydrating one, hydrating skin type thing. So it came with a Make It Rain face mist, which is mineral and super berry blend. It's for refreshing and hydrating skin for all skin types, which seems a little odd, because if it's hydrating, I know people with oily skin or acne prone skin can still have dehydrated skin, but to say all skin types I find a little odd. It does say that it's cruelty free and vegan, in case that's important to anybody. It has water, glycerin, it does have some like citrus peel oil, I don't know about that, citric acid as well. So and it does have fragrance in it. It's got limonene and limonene in it, so I know that is definitely fragrance. It's saying its key ingredients are sodium, zinc, magnesium and manganese to hydrate and energise the skin, and it says it has a trio of nourishing Australian berries to help support radiant and healthy looking skin, which I find quite interesting. Hold on, I'm going to give it a sniff, because you know what I'm like for my things smelling. I like to sniff things. That's who I am. Oh, it is quite highly fragranced. It smells like something. It's not overly sweet, but it smells like the Sweetie Oddfellows. Does anybody remember them? Like almost a little, not aniseedy, but something medicinal in it. But that's interesting. I wonder what the spray is like on it. Hold on. It's actually quite a fine mist. That's quite interesting. So I will give this a bash throughout this month. We'll see how we get on. And then I have this hydrating serum with hyaluronic acid and glycogen. It says it minimises fine lines and for hydrating skin, all skin types again. Again, cruelty free and vegan. Key ingredients, hyaluronic acid and glycogen, which is fair enough. Actual ingredients, let me have a look. So though the sodium hyaluronate is actually lower than the glycogen, but again it's a good humectant, the glycogen. I would have expected to have seen some glycerin in this as well, but no. There is tea tree leaf oil in it and peppermint, which I don't know, like I've never found them overly irritating on my skin, but I think they can be irritating to some people, so I'm surprised to see that in there. It's very highly fragranced of mint. Yeah, it's very minty smelling, so I take it that's why they are in there. I'm sure there's like skincare reasons why they're in there as well, but yeah, it smells quite highly of mint that I don't think it really needs to. My hyaluronic acid from the Inky List is almost done as well, so again, once this is finished, I will slot this in and see how we get on with that. And there is then this Thirst Class Rich Moisturiser with oatmeal and oat lipids, hydrating and replenishing skin for normal and dry skin types. So this has got a more specific type of skin type. It is vegan and cruelty free. Again, I think the whole range is probably vegan and cruelty free, and it contains I can't say this word. I know what it is, but I can't say the word. Colloidal oatmeal. Colloidal. Basically, I think this is going to have a similar, you know, like Aveeno. Aveeno has oats in it, so it's going for a similar kind of thing as oatmeal is good for the skin. And it also has oat lipids, which is rich in ceramides. Whether or not oat ceramides are good for actual human skin ceramides, I'm not entirely sure. But it says it helps to have a natural component of skin which helps retain moisture without clogging the pores. Now, looking at the ingredients on this, they actually do look fairly good. Glycerin in there. There is also caprylic triglyceride, however you want to say it. There is oats, kernel oils apparently, but there's also squalene in there as well. And as I say, I am not an expert. There is some other things in there that I'm not sure about, but it looks like it's quite rich in a lot of wheat and oat and kernel oils and sunflower seed oils and all this kind of stuff. So it looks like it's going to be quite a thick, oh yeah, it's almost like a body butter. And actually, very little fragrance to this. Very, very little fragrance, which is quite nice. Oh, it's also got niacinamide in it. I've just noticed that. But I don't see any obvious fragrance in this. But as I say, I am not an expert. I am a mere mortal who kind of just educates themselves, and I'm not saying there is no fragrance, but there isn't, it doesn't smell to me like there's any obvious fragrance like the other two. And actually that looks like a really beautiful, thick, heavy moisture. I'd be inclined to put that on my body, it's so thick. So if you have got like oilier skin, or you don't need a really thick moisturiser, this might not be for you, but we will see how I get on with it, especially as we're moving into the colder, more frosty months. I do feel like my face will probably need a heavier moisturiser, so this is interesting. Alright, next up I've got something that I did pick up, was it in September? I think I picked this up, but I haven't used it yet. And my lactic acid is very nearly done. So I'm gonna then slip in the alpha hydroxy acid serum from the Inkey List instead of my lactic acid and see how I get on with that. I think I mentioned this before in another video, so I'm not gonna go too deep into it. But it just says it's a blend of alpha hydroxy acids. It doesn't tell me which ones they are, which I find quite interesting. Obviously I could look on the ingredients and try and work it out, but I thought that would be interesting. It is a fruit acid. I'm sure that the ordinary lactic acid is also derived from fruit, because they are also kind of cruelty-free, vegan type brand, but I thought we would swap these to see how I get on using this one. And then I've got the Missha Time Revolution First Treatment Essence. It says RX, which I am under the impression that RX means prescription when I see it written like that. Now this is a water, it's like an essence, a treatment essence from a Korean beauty brand. Is it Korean or is it Japanese? I can't remember. I want to say it's K-Beauty. I want to say it's like a Korean beauty brand. I picked this up, I've been on Yes Style a million times and thought, what will I pick up? And filled my basket full of hundreds of pounds worth of stuff, and then been like, no, what am I doing? Don't be silly. And stopped myself. But the other week I needed to order a cat scratch post type thing, so I picked it up from Amazon. I know a lot of people don't like Amazon. I know Mr. Bezos is like going towards being the world's first like trillion zillionaire, whatever the fuck he is. They're not the best, Amazon, I know that. But I did order a cat scratch post from it, and in the process noticed you could get this on Amazon and thought, well, okay, let's give it a go. So I'd heard a lot of things about this, again from Miss Budget Beauty, Michaela McDade. I'd seen her speaking about this for a good few months now, but also seen Dr. Dre speaking about this and really hyping it up. She actually recently had an ad type video with regards to Missha essences, because there are maybe 3 or 4 different ones. This is the original one, and you get like ones for Asian skin, you get ones, they have different ingredients in them basically. One's in like a red bottle, one's in a yellow bottle. I'll actually just link Dr. Dre's video up here and you'll see what I'm on about. But it is a sponsored video, it's an ad video, just so you know. But she does rave about this. Prior to the ad video, she'd always spoke about it, and I always had my nose kind of bothering me about it. So when I seen I could pick it up on Amazon, I thought, right, give me that, let me try it. I have already kind of been incorporating this into my skincare. Obviously we're on the 12th of October, so it has still been in October. I waited until I finished my can of Avène, which I normally use just to splash my face, before I put on any humectants like hyaluronic acid. And I thought, right, that's what I'm gonna kind of slide this into. So it's not a spray, it's actually just like a little, you know, you shake it out, there's a stopper in it, don't worry. I'm sure you're all fucking really worried. But you just go like that onto your hand and then you splash it on your face. So that is what I've been using this for in that slot, rather than using a mist on my face. I do still have the Boots, as I say, Glow Mist, which I put this on first. I put my hyaluronic acid on, my humectants, whatever, and then just before I go to put on my moisturiser, I'll maybe give my face a little spritz as well with a spray. That's probably what I'm going to do with this face mist as well. And then I put on a moisturiser. Yeah, no, I'm fucking hard work. What can I say? I'm not going to fucking lie to you. I like skincare. It's my vice. But this is what I've been using instead of the Avène water spray. And I actually really like it so far. I've used that much, so I'm not going to like, the jury's out. But what I did notice was, this is so much more than just water. When I looked at the ingredients, you know, even when you're looking at the ingredients, the first ingredient on this isn't water. So most things, the first ingredient is aqua, which is water. This, the first ingredient is a yeast ferment extract. and niacinamide. These are the first two ingredients. And actually, it's not till you get down to maybe the 4th or 5th ingredient that water comes into it. They've got pearl powder in it, rice extract as well, which again, Dr. J will tell you all about how rice water and things like that are really beneficial to the face. I am not going to get into that. As I say, I will link her video up here, it'll be in the cards, and if you want to go and check out her better explanation of this, then go and do so. But so far, for the little drop that I've used over the last like 7 to 10 days, doesn't seem too bad. Now, the first giveaway that I won was from the Skincare Saviour. They are here on YouTube, but more well known as a blogger and on Instagram, have a very, very high following. I have spoke about them here on my channel before. Previously, I did call them Andrew, but recently, well within this year, they have came out as a trans woman and now would like to be known as Talia. And therefore that is why I will now refer to the Skincare Saviour as Talia, just in case there is any discrepancies or anybody's like, what, I thought his name was Andrew. I know I have spoke about the Skincare Saviour before and Andrew before, but I don't think it's appropriate to like mention Andrew because that is not who they are Talia. So I won this from Talia. She put up a wonderful giveaway and it was all Pixi products. Now Talia is lucky enough that she does get sent quite a lot of PR because they are a very reputable skincare blogger, so therefore she'd obviously got sent all this stuff and was like, I've either tried it before or it's just not for my skin, I know I won't use it. And she put up a wee giveaway and I entered and won and was like, fucking yes, like excellent, because I love Pixi products. Now, I have tried this before. This is like a wee mini of the Pixi Glow Tonic, the 5% one. I've spoke about this on Blue in the Face. I've had full sizes of it. I have mini sizes of it. I've spoke about it loads and loads and loads, and I actually really quite like it. So I was quite glad to get another mini size of it. I will absolutely use this, and my ordinary glycolic toner is nearly done, so I'm glad I've got this. She then sent me the overnight retinol oil from Pixi. Now, this is something that I've never looked into myself because I've either used like just a normal retinol, like I worked up from 0.2 or 0.5% to 1%. I am now using the Medicate that is up here, and I have been using that for the better part of 6 weeks now. There's still a fair wee bit left in that, so till I get to the end of that, then I'll start slotting this in. I never picked this up because I felt like, although it's a retinol, it's a little bit of a cosmetic-y type of brand. Like Pixi are really good for their skincare, but retinols are these things that actually you're better going to a reputable company that make a retinol. You can't get prescription retinol here in the UK. There is one brand now, I think, called Skin and Me. You can find them on Instagram, I'm sure, and Caroline Hirons has spoken a lot about recently. Again, one that Talia has also spoke about. So I think it is starting to creep into getting retinol on prescription, or tretinoin on prescription, because that is kind of prescription strength. But the reason I never looked into the Pixi one is because I thought it's gonna be like a wee starter retinol, isn't it? But to win it in a prize giveaway, I thought, oh, that's really good. That gives me a chance to actually try it without buying it. So it says it's got retinol in it, but it doesn't say what the strength is. It also says that it has peptides and ceramides in it, and it is an overnight oil. So I'm finding what I might do is I will keep up with my Medicate, but then maybe on like alternate days I might use this, or if I'm doing a little bit facial massage, then I'll maybe use this and we'll see how we go. I really don't want to stop using this or go down to a kind of lower strength because it kind of defeats the purpose, and I want to keep going with it, and I want to keep like trying to build up my tolerance till I get to where I want to be with my skin. But I am most definitely going to try this and see how I go with it. I may pass it on to my mum or somebody like that who's never used retinol before, and it's like a starter for her, but I am going to give it a bash before I pass it on to anybody else. And then Talia sent me the Milky Peel range, basically. She must have got sent this in like a PR and thought, I'm not going to use this, it's not for me. So I've got the Hydrating Milky Makeup Remover. I know they do a milky spray as well. I've seen that before, but this is one of these kind of like pump tops, which is quite good. Now, I don't generally use things like this to remove my makeup. If I've got quite a lot of makeup on my eyes, like today, then I'll be more inclined to like use a cotton pad and try that. But because I use reusable cotton pads, I don't like them getting really stained. So usually what I use my cotton pads for are like toners or essences and things like that, because I don't really like getting them really grubby and then you can't get the staining off. So I don't generally use things like this, but I will give it a go. And again, if I find that it's just not working in my routine, like I'm just not reaching for it, then I will pass it on to my mum or someone like that. Along with the other milky stuff, I got the Hydrating Milky Cleanser. My CeraVe that is in the bathroom is almost finished, so I'm going to slip this in once that is done and we'll give that a go. It's got coconut and probiotics in it. I will see how I go with this. Oh, the thing's still on, so I don't want to smell it. I'm wondering if it smells like coconut. I will keep you up to date and let you know. And the other thing I got was the Hydrating Milky Peel, a gentle exfoliating cream. Now this has piqued my interest. I'm wondering if it's going to be like, again, it's all sealed, Talia, very good. I know like there's a lot of people who are bloggers or whatever, like open things and give them a try and then be like, yeah, I'm not going to use that, pass it on. But they are all brand spanking new and very hygienic. So basically it says that you should apply daily as needed, apply a thin layer onto clean skin, avoiding the eye area, leave on for 2 to 3 minutes and gently massage skin to rinse off, which I find quite interesting. I'm wondering if it will be like the Body Shop one, where almost like your skin comes off like chewing gum in your hands. I'm wondering if that's what it will be like, so I'll keep you posted about that one as well. And then I won another giveaway from Naked Face, I want to say. Oh, I went all peely wally white there, sorry. From Naked Face, I want to say, again, I will link below the skincare saviour and lovely Naked Face down below. I think it's Naked Face. I follow quite a lot of women on Instagram who are like naked something. That makes it sound really dodgy. It makes it sound as if I'm watching naked ladies, which I'm not, I promise. But I think it's like all these women who want to do like really bare face skin and bare face beauty, which I think is really nice. So I will link her down below, and she was doing a giveaway, and the reason I entered her giveaway was because she was giving away this in the giveaway, and I was like, yeah, absolutely entering that fucking giveaway right now. So this is the size I've got in my bathroom at the moment that is very nearly finished. So once that's finished, I'll use the Pixie Milky Cleanser. If I like it, then I'll keep using it. If I don't, I'll slip this into my bathroom because I know I fucking adore this. I love this. This is my absolute favourite. You've heard me speak about CeraVe Hydrating Cleanser a million times before. Some of the other things she included in the giveaway though are fucking amazing. So this is the La Roche-Posay and Thelios 50 plus SPF basically, but this is the tinted one and I've never tried the tinted one, so I find this very interesting. Now I have already got a few SPFs on the go up here. I have not yet opened the CosRX one. CosRX, I don't know how to say it, I'm sorry. The CosRX one I have not yet opened, so as it stands at the moment, I'm not going to be cracking this out. What I might do is probably put this away for next summer because it's got the tint in it as well, or spring at least, and I will use up the CeraVe and the CosRX in between then. If I use them up before then obviously I'll crack this out and start using it. But because it's got the tint in it, I thought I'd rather use that over spring summer months, so I'm going to put that away for later on next year. In her giveaway she also included a little lip plumping biocellulose mask from Starskin. I have never tried anything from Starskin. Starskin. And I'm going to be honest with you, I've seen them on Beauty Bay, and the reason why I've never picked anything up is because I thought, is this, remember Jeffree Star was supposed to be bringing out like a skincare range, and I thought, is that what that is? And that's why I don't want to look into it. So I don't know, can anybody let me know? On the packet, like now looking at it, I'm like, I don't think it is, but can anybody let me know if Starskin is affiliated to Jeffree Star? Because if it is, then I probably wouldn't go and pick anything up again, but we'll give this a go seeing as I've got it. And I do like the odd little, I quite like a biocellulose mask. I'm not so into sheet masks as much anymore, but I do quite like these wee types, and they're quite nice when they're just for the lips or just under the eyes and things. She also included this Figs and Rouge, I want to say. I hope I'm saying that right, Figs and Rouge, and it is the Wonder Love Charm Skin Perfecting, Glow Elixir. Pink pearlescent type thing. I think the reason that I'm quite interested in this is because I think this might have a little bit of Glossier Future Dew to it. Like, it's one of these hydrating, moisturising, almost got like a little bit of hyaluronic acid and stuff. I don't know if it actually does, I'm just fucking saying that, but glycerin, it's got glycerin in it. So it's hydrating, but also will leave like a lovely sheen on your skin. Whether you want to just do it like, you know, go out with nothing on your skin, which I would do quite frequently, or put that on underneath your makeup. But it seems quite nice. I kind of dropped some in my hand when I got the package and it seems okay. We'll give it a go, we'll see where we go with it, but I'm hoping it'll be a wee bit of a dupe for the Glossier Future Dew. She also included 2 products from Mario Badescu. Mario Badescu is a little bit problematic. I've never used any of his products before and I hear really, really good things about his silver mask, is it? From people who have more acne prone or oily skin. I always wanted to try this, the drying lotion, which is why I picked up the kind of dupe Revolution version of it. So to see this in the giveaway as well, I was like, oh, I want to try that. But Mario Badescu himself, there's a lot of kind of issues there. I'm sure if you go and Google like some of the biggest skincare creators here on YouTube, you will be able to find it quite easily. But I think some of their stuff is quite overpriced for what it is. Like, you can get pretty much the same product in lower priced drugstore type things, whereas they see themselves as a bit of like, I'm bougie, like I'll sell myself in Urban Outfitters and I'm like a hipster. But also, I think they were putting, was it steroids into some of their products and not letting people know? Potentially. So I've never ever picked anything up from Mario Badescu. Allegedly, by the way. That's not for sure, but that's kind of what I've read about. So, I got the drying lotion, but I'll tell you something kind of interesting about this. So, it says on the back it's got glycerin, yes, salicylic acid, yes, calamine lotion, or calamine camphor, actually, which is pretty much just calamine lotion. But this has calamine lotion and salicylic acid in it. That's fine. This says, do not shake the bottle before you use it. I don't know, like, to me, I'm just like, really? Okay. It says, before bed, after cleansing and toning, dip a cotton swab into the pink sediment at the bottom of the bottle and dab directly onto the blemish. Do not rub in. Let dry and rinse off in the morning. Fine. And I'm kind of like, why wouldn't you shake it? Why would you just want to put it straight into the calamine lotion? I don't know, like, I don't know how I feel about that. I certainly was shaking this one when I was using it on Alan's spot the other night. So that kind of surprised me. If anybody knows anything about that, let me know. And then this is their enzyme cleansing gel. Again, the ingredients look okay. I mean, it's got perfume in it. What does it smell like? Oh, it smells green. It smells green. When I say that, I mean like it smells like you've picked leaves off a hedge, or you've cut the grass or something. It smells green. Yeah, it smells green. It's got quite a bit of fragrance in there as well. It's got some colourants in it too. That's interesting. Obviously it is a green colour. Yeah, I don't think there's anything in that I'm like, okay, fine. I will try it though. It says papaya and grapefruit infused, removes excess oil and dulling surface impurities to rejuvenate complexion. Interesting. I'll give it a bash. I'll give it a bash. I don't have overly oily skin, so I will give it a go. See how I get on. I will pass it on if it's not for me. And she included 3 more things. I told you these were good giveaways. I was really pleased to win them. This one is from Ellie Splash. It is a Gatsby lash. Yeah, Golden Gatsby. 3D mink faux lashes. I think they're really cute actually. They're not actually too mental for me. Sometimes I think things are a bit too crazy, but actually I would potentially wear them if I had somewhere to go. We're not fucking going anywhere right now, let's face it. I did potentially think about putting them on today and then I was like, no. I'm going to be washing this off and going straight to my bed, so no. She also included from Bybee, I don't know if I'm pronouncing that right, I'm really sorry. I've seen Bybee around Instagram quite a lot. I have checked out their website. I have to say there was nothing about the company that made me be like, right, I need to pick something up from you guys. That's with no disrespect, it's just me being honest. This is the Strawberry Booster 100% cold pressed strawberry seed oil. It says it's a day booster, which confused me because I was like, why is it a day booster? And I then went, like, took it out of the bottle and read it, and it says you can use it day or night, so I don't really know why. Strawberry seed, is that wonderful for your skin? I don't know. I think strawberries are an antioxidant. They're quite high in antioxidants, so maybe it's something to do with that. It is just cold pressed strawberry seed oil. There is no other additive ingredients in it. I used it for a little bit of facial massage the other night. Everything else I don't think I've really used anything of yet, but I did pull this out and thought I'll give this a little bash for some facial massage. It was okay. I don't know, Bybee, I think, like, they're trying to be, do you know, like those brands that are like, I'm too cool for school, like, I'm the cool girl. I feel like that's what Bybee are trying to be, and I'm sure they're a very nice brand. I'm sure they're very nice women that run the brand, but I'm a bit like, alright, cool girl, like, I don't know, it just puts me off a little bit. I don't know what it is. And lastly, she included the Kiehl's Midnight Recovery Oil. Now, I know this is not going to be for everybody. Yes, it does have fragrance in it, so I'm not going to sit here and be like, this is wonderful, because I know a lot of people will not like this. But me, personally, I tried this a couple of years ago and did really enjoy it. The reason, I think I've bought it twice. I think I bought it twice after I picked it up the first time, because I really did enjoy it. But it's expensive. It's really expensive for what it is. So I then, like, if it was Christmas and things, people would know that I liked it, so they would pick me up for Christmas. But I would never ever go out and, like, pick it up for myself, bar the first couple of times I got it. Because I found other alternatives. I am not overly into oils. Like, I'll do a little bit of facial massage. I quite like my retinols that come in a squalene or an oil type thing. So I do use them if they have active ingredients in them. But just basic oils, a little bit like the strawberry one as well, that don't have any other thing in them, I don't use them that often. Certainly not every single night like I used to with this when I first started purchasing it. And as I say, it's very expensive, and I found just other alternatives to use, but I do actually really enjoy this product. So I'm looking forward to be able to use it. And again, with the winter months coming in and skin getting a little drier and stuff, I probably will start using this a little bit more often. Obviously, as I say, I only have one face and I can't possibly put all this stuff on my face at one time, and oils are known to get a bit rancid and go off, so I'm not going to open anything unless I know I'm going to start kind of using them on the regular. So if you do see these things creeping up in the next few months, then you know why. I haven't just spent a shitload of money. I won a couple of giveaways and I bought a few things. So anyway, that is it for now. Look at the colour, like, this lipstick's crazy. That is it for now. I hope you enjoy this. It is a little bit of a haul, I know, but I'm just kind of prepping you for when you see things that you will see creeping up on the channel over the next few months. And I will let you know how I get on with all these things, because there is a lot of skincare there. It's going to take me a while to get through that. But equally, that's me kind of, it's like going into hibernation mode. Got all my stuff for the winter, don't need to go anywhere, don't need to worry about going to the shops and catching the Rona. It's all good. Anyway, that is it for now. Hope you enjoyed. What do you like as the seasons change, as we go into like October, November, December, the deep dark months? Maybe you live somewhere where you don't have to actually worry about that, but certainly where I come from, it gets cold. It gets really fucking cold and really fucking wet, so therefore I have to, like, kind of mix things up a bit with my skincare. What about you? Do you have to change things in your skincare? Have you got overly acne prone skin and oily skin, and then therefore actually find these months even more difficult because you don't want to put things like oils on your skin even though it's cold and frosty and your skin's feeling a little dehydrated or dry because you might end up with breakouts? How do you feel about it? Let me know. And has anybody else tried any of this shit? Let me know. And I'll see you all again soon.